Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Nostalgia Critic, and it's going to be Small Soldiers. Oh boy, I remember this movie. I used to watch this movie all the time along with Dungeons and Dragons. Yes, that movie. That movie. Uh, but yes, I used to watch Dungeons and Dragons, and then I used to watch Small Soldiers. I remember this movie, and I gotta say, I know, I know you're gonna throw tomatoes at me, but I gotta say, I enjoyed the movie. I know, I enjoyed Dungeons and Dragons, and I enjoyed Small Soldiers. That's how my taste buds have rotted. I got bad taste in movies. No, but I thought Small Soldiers was a pretty good movie for what it was. Um, at the time, what the story really is pretty generic. These microchips technology are implanted in the toy soldiers things, and they start going haywire and all that stuff. Um, it doesn't really make sense, but you know what? I still like the movie. That's the strange thing. I enjoy small soldiers. It was a good thing. And I remember at the end it's I hope we don't hit an iceberg. But yeah, I gotta say I did enjoy this movie. I still think it holds up to this day. Not as great. It's not gonna be something you want to watch. It's something you're gonna be want to watch once, and I guess it's really a bit like Flubber in a way. Would you rather watch Flubber or Small Soldiers, or you probably want to watch neither or both, and you'll probably want to watch something much more better. But it really comes down to that. I think I would be choosing Small Soldiers because it was pretty good at the time. But yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go. Oh boy, back to my childhood.
Hello, I'm a Nostalgia Critic guy. Remember it so you don't have to. Remember the movie Toy Story about a little spaceman doll who thought he was a real spaceman? Well, what if that toy was violent, psychotic, devoid of fun,
Oh
and would
yes.
stop at nothing until everything he deemed a threat was massacred and or totally destroyed?
Then you got Toy Soldiers.
It'd be awesome! But instead we got Small Soldiers.
Well, Small Soldiers. You should have called it Toy Small Soldiers.
Joe Dante, director of such hits as Gremlins and actually nothing else financially
Or
successful.
Small Toy
Well, that's
Soldiers.
depressing.
Either way.
Returns to little creatures causing a riot throughout the town, except this time it's with toys. This was also one of the earliest films from the newcomer studio DreamWorks. And seeing how they have the habit of uglifying recent Disney hits, it only made sense to give Toy Story a shot. While by no means god-awful, it does make you wonder how a still creative idea from a creative director
This
could
is
get lost
creepy,
in a
honest to
relatively
God. Some of
forgettable
it's really
script.
fucked up.
I mean, I remember the Burger King ad more than I remember the movie it was based on.
That rodeo burger, it was pretty tasty, huh? You can't handle the rodeo burger.
BTW. Delicious! So, let's watch the film that couldn't live up to its fast food product. This is Small Soldiers. If you want an idea of how unfocused this movie is, just take a look at how confused even the logo appears to be.
What? Are we
What?
supposed to look threatening or something?
What are we doing? We open up with a business called Globotech, which spends most of its time making the same commentary RoboCop made, except for the Happy Meal demographic.
Introducing advanced battlefield technology into consumer products for the whole family.
So a military weapon maker, acted by Dennis Leary, is playing entrepreneur owning a variety of companies, which of course naturally includes a toy-making
Of course.
industry. Oh, don't
Does
look
that
so
make
shocked.
sense?
I remember when Donald Trump tried to take over Mattel. Pull the string, she talks.
You're fabulous.
But toy creators, played by David Cross and Jay Moore, aren't meeting the new president's big plans.
Can they really do that?
Do what?
The thing where he punches his way out of the box.
No.
You know what I'm sick of? I'm sick of commercials that show us 4x4 trucks popping up to the top of Mount Rushmore and parking on top of Abraham Lincoln's head, okay? I'm sick of shampoo commercials.
Okay, is there just a way we can combine all the Dennis Leary rants into one so we can save on time?
I'm sick of commercials that show us 4x4 trucks popping up to the top of Mount Rushmore.
Chicks like you just sail through life reading about people like me in the newspaper. Act like you're gonna keep checking your pants.
I want to smoke a Cuban cigar the size of Cincinnati in a non-smoking section. I want to run through the streets naked with green jello all over my body.
Pulp. I hate all pulp. Okay, ours use pulp. That stupid British band name Pulp. Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino. What's with that goddamn head, by the way?
Great! We can just put him under actors who have been replaced by gimmicks so we don't have to pay them anymore, pile. Look, he's trying to Seth MacFarlane.
You think that's bad?
So the president wants the toys to be alive, active, and violent, which I imagine would be doable for a guy who's dressed like Spike Spiegel.
Mr. Mars expects the product to be ready for shipment in 3 months.
That's right. You only have 3 months to create life. Come on, it only took 2 days to make Gigapets, and even faster to wish they were dead.
I think that other
We all
guy's
killed
from
ours
Scary
at some
Movie.
point.
What was it? Scary Movie 2?
These are your security cards, and these are your individual secret passwords.
Can't remember.
Please take a moment to memorize them now.
Mine's Gizmo. Mine's In-Joke. So as the credits roll, we can't help but automatically look over our Joe Dante checklist. Rustic old town that looks like the 50s? Check. Whimsical Jerry Goldsmith score? Check. Dick Miller as a blue-collar worker still unable to squint his eyes open? Check.
He's
Don't
in
worry, kids, there's plenty more on
Star
the
Trek
way.
Deep Space Nine.
And speaking of which, he comes across our normal, good-looking boy who for some reason will still be an outcast. A high
He
school
played a
boy
security
named
guard in
Alan.
Deep Space Nine.
Alan.
Alan, the fucking...
He's excited because he sees the new action toys, but knows his father, who owns a toy shop, won't want to sell anything violent.
You know, just sort of lend it to me. You got plenty in the truck. I'll pay you back after I sell them. And this place will
He's
have
got
made a
the
little money
John
for
Connor
us.
kid.
One
That's
whole
not
set.
John Connor, but I'm just saying he's got that sort
Who's the
of hair
paperwork
going on for
someplace?
him.
It's better not come back and bite me in the ass.
It won't.
Nice doing business with you, 12-year-old boy. I just gotta drop by little Susie's Raggedy Ann drug ring. That shit sells fast. Fortunately, somebody already has interest in the toys. Timmy and his older sister, Christy. Played by an older-than interview with a vampire, but not old enough to be considered hot yet, Kristen Dunst.
Him, Major Chip Hazard, he's the one.
How much are these?
A lot.
There's no way Mom and Dad are gonna buy you one of these.
Yes, they will.
Didn't you hear? It's a lot dollars.
Look, I'll find
Probably
you and hold it till
8
tomorrow.
He
bucks or
promises to hold
something.
on to it for her and then goes home to his room surrounded in... Wait, let me look at the checklist. Old sci-fi nostalgia. And you can make a bingo game out of this guy.
Damn, that computer
Oh my
startup
god,
sound
he
up.
left the vibrator on. Look, I know it's PG-13, but younger kids might be watching. Oh, it's just a toy.
It's just a toy.
Unless they're designed like... No.
Greetings. I am Archer, emissary of the Gorgonites.
By the way, that's Frank Lagilla as the leader of the Gorgonites. Because, you know, the last time he played an action figure worked out so well in his favor.
What is your name?
I'm Alan. Now shut up.
Greetings, Alan. Now shut up.
What did you say?
I'm saying that when the Gorgonites do it, it's not illegal.
His enemy is Chip Hazard, played by Tommy Lee Jones, getting his team riled up by lighting their glowing crotches of power.
Our mission, destroy the Gorgonite enemy, defeat him. Yes, sir. There will be no mercy.
No
The
mercy.
real funny thing is that
Strike
in
hard,
the...
strike first. No
I guess I
mercy,
have to say
sir.
a Toy Story. The Gorgonites are designed to
Whatever
be
it was.
the bad guys, and the Commandos designed to be the heroes.
Strike
But
first, strike
listen
hard,
to
no
how
mercy.
these things talk.
If Gorgon is not in that window, is it in this one?
Don't worry, Archer. We was hiding.
Even if you can't see something, it doesn't mean it isn't there.
Sounds like a fucking killer to me. And I get the idea. Don't judge a book by its cover. Appearances are deceiving. Heck, even the toy maker said he wanted the Gorgonites to be the good guys.
Yeah.
But the point stands. They changed it so that the aliens would be the villains. So, from a marketing standpoint, would you ever guess that this soft-spoken, kind-eyed, fluffy-eared puppy dog was ever supposed to be the bad guy? Sometimes appearances gotta make a little bit more sense.
Greetings, friends. I am Lady Love Embrace, your terrifying villain for the evening.
I, Devil Boner, your obvious hero here to save the day!
Sometimes it's the
My
bad
torturing
people that
birds
can
of
save
evil
the
are
day.
no match for your
Sometimes
machine gun
you have to
appease.
fight evil
Yeah,
with
whatever,
evil.
blow off or something. Put me on a stereo box!
But the next next morning, the toys had escaped and completely trashed the place.
Like I said, fighting evil with evil.
So much trouble.
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have fed them after midnight. But thankfully, Christy comes by to pick up the toys
What
and
do you
sees
feed them,
Alan's
batteries?
Are you pulling some kind of insurance scam? I heard your parents had to move here because you got kicked out of 10 different schools.
I did not. It was 2.
Only 2. So,
The music's indicating we should have a moment.
you need some help?
They clean up the place, but half the annoying parents from Transformers comes in to be, well, half the annoying parents from Transformers.
And how do you explain this?
I was dusting it and it fell over.
Oh, you were dusting with what, a croquet mallet?
Do I have to have your mom make a masturbation joke? Don't force me to have your mom make a masturbation joke! To make things worse, Alan also finds out that Christy has a boyfriend.
Christy, what happened? I thought you were coming by practice today.
Sorry, Brad. Something else came up.
Hi, I'm good-looking you. I only have 3 lines in the whole movie, but you can just assume I'm a douche.
Come on, you can cheer me on.
Don't worry, Alan. If there's anything these movies teach us, it's that pity dating always wins.
Prepare to fire the bazooka. Fire!
There we go. I just say this pretty
Well,
cool.
we might as well start this up. The scene's clearly ripping off Toy Story. We already got the toys who thought they were real. Now, how about the dog chasing the toy, trying to hold on to something
Yeah, it
moving
kind
on
of is a
the
rip-off of... But it's still pretty cool.
And to top it all off...
It's a small world after all.
Now, I don't think they technically said that in Toy Story, but it's Disney. I'm sure they snuck it in somewhere.
It's somewhere.
Meanwhile, Globotech is busy pushing their new line.
Thanks over 100 merchandise licensees for the next 2 months.
That is a creepy ass
Thank
thing.
God the Rodeo Burger ad didn't have that in it. Burger King, we're fucking scary.
Yeah, that's creepy.
These microprocessing chips, what did he do and where'd you get them from? They were designed for the Department of Defense.
They figure out the chips that they put in those toys were actually munitions chips, which belong to a division, of course, headed by Joe Dante Chekhov number 6.
Yes.
Worked out better than you dreamed,
Star
didn't
Trek
they?
Voyager, the Doctor.
Actually, there was a little bit of a problem. Then it's with your software.
I don't think there's a problem with the software, Ralph.
Oh, you don't?
He's always so good at saving a mundane product. You can just start every performance with, "Please state the cinematic emergency."
Come on.
Imagine a microchip. Imagine it can be used to instantly upgrade any system. Then, imagine it can learn.
Yeah, I believe it's called
What are you
an
talking
artificial
about?
intelligence.
Artificial intelligence?
No, actual intelligence.
From an artificial life form.
Yeah. What? No,
But the
it's an
commandos have a
it's
plan to
AI. It
capture
doesn't
Archer
matter.
and
It's
Alan's
AI. It's a machine, so it's artificial intelligence. 'Cause it simulates.
And this, of course, brings us to Joe Dante Chekhov number 7. Everything in the kitchen being a big, scary weapon.
Surrender, Gorgonite ally. You just met your match.
Oh, yeah?
Holy crap, kid! I mean, I understand defending yourself, but he had a tiny kitchen drill and a match! Did he really deserve such a harsh punishment?
Yeah, no, that's such a gruesome.
Or I'll get you with my mini handcuffs. My mini handcuffs. My mini handcuffs. My mini...
I'm child-friendly!
Alan, what the hell is going on here?
I'm so angry, I'm ready not to believe you, no matter what you say.
It's these toys. It's like they're alive. Look. Come on, Archer, back me up here.
Ah, yes, make the kid
Say
look
something.
crazy.
Talk to me.
Alan, please. I need to ask you this. Are you on crank?
See what your
there
mother
we
does
go.
when you lie? It wasn't a masturbation joke, but it was pretty close. So yeah, if you're wondering why the
Smoking
toy
that
didn't
chimney.
talk earlier, get a load of this.
Why didn't you say anything? Shut up. Don't talk to me. Not a word. Wise guy.
Okay, well, why the fuck didn't he say something when the kid told him to say something?
I must adhere to the lazy writing that conquered
Yeah,
all
must go with
90s
the lazy
children's
writing.
films.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like the annoying comedic sidekick?
What a dump.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, what are you, a kid or an oil painter?
Well, Jack in the
It's
Box.
Steve Buscemi if he mixed meth with Red Bull.
Hey.
It's the Gorgonites.
Oh, by the way, yes, you made Gremlins. Please stop reinforcing the idea
Damn.
that this
It's
movie
little
is just Gremlins if they
Gremlin,
were toys. I mean, are we gonna have a scene where the goofy characters do goofy things that don't in any way evolve the plot, but they're gonna show it anyway because the kids always seem to like it? Why have you cut to it yet? You know it's coming.
I quick impression for you now.
Jimmy Cagney, out for the world, Ma!
It looks so real, don't it?
Yeah, I'm sure this one was already checked off, as you knew it was going to be in the movie even before it started. While we're at it,
like
hello
Flubber.
toys watching Ironic TV.
There's nothing in windows. There's stuff outside them.
What stuff?
You know, outside. Trees. Christie's house.
And beyond that?
The mall.
And beyond that?
That's the highway.
And beyond that?
About 1 million acres of farm.
And what's beyond
Shut
that?
up! What are you working your way into a song? The Commandos figure out that Ellen is attracted
Well,
to
what's
Christy,
beyond
so
the,
they manage to work their
you know,
way into her
the
home
sky,
and plan on kidnapping
space?
her. They
What's
begin
beyond
with her
space?
brother. Typical sibling response. Before she makes it upstairs, the Commandos decide to recruit her very bizarre Barbie collection, including Spartan Barbie, Yodeling Barbie, and 50 Shades of Grey Barbie?
Request a 3-day pass, sir.
Denied.
Okay, not that the existence of these Barbies isn't awesomely awesome, but there are some pretty strange and specific outfits in here, especially that one. I mean, why would anyone have such
Maybe
strange and
Cat Barbie.
peculiar... No, I'm sure I'm reading too deep into it. I mean, I'm sure this isn't anyone's weird perverted fantasy.
Oh, oh yeah. Whoa.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Absolutely fucking creepy.
Let's do something fun.
That is absolutely haunting.
Tish. Moo. Fee. What the hell, Joe Dante? Are we going to add sexually confused arousal therapy to the list? This is pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
okay, I
weird.
can understand ripping them apart and putting the chips in. I get it. It's what you gotta do to control the toys and everything, but why the hell aren't their clothes put back on? No, really, I want a reason for that. Why the hell aren't their clothes put back on? There's no reason for these things to be walking around practically naked with nothing on. In fact, it actually would have looked funnier if there were all these strange-looking, deformed Barbies in these weird outfits as well.
Well, they're military,
Instead,
so they
it just
gotta
comes
be.
across as uncomfortably creepy.
It is creepy. It is truly goddamn creepy.
I'm sorry, I need a minute. I gotta research what the hell is
It's something
wrong
like
with
that,
this
or
guy.
something like
We'll
Silent
be
Hill or
back in a
something.
moment.
Reminds me of the Silent Hill sort of nurses in a way. All sort of plasticky and stuff.
Wow, apparently there is an exact term for it. Apparently it's called justification experimentation serving unusual sexuality. Or in abbreviated terms, Jesus! Christy gets tangled up in this kinky insanity, so the boyfriend tries to come in to save her.
Such nice broad shoulders. Do you work out? What's your sign, big
dear
boy?
Lord, that's
Isn't
creepy.
it funny that even though they had a Spartan soldier, an Egyptian queen, and an astronaut, they still all talk like dumb valley girls from the 50s?
That haircut is so 5 minutes ago. Are you dumping me?
Like, oh my god, this is totally Sparta!
You! Maggot! An officer and a gentleman does not strike a lady.
Yes, you just open up their breasts, strip them naked, and force them to be your mindless sex minions. Seriously. Jesus!
Are you scared? We're all scared. You'd have to be crazy not to be scared.
Okay. What the hell kind of movie did this become? I mean, I thought this was like, oh no, stop the toys, oh they're so cute, ha ha ha. No, this is serious fuck-ass shit-ass fuck.
This is
Was
PTSD
nobody
going
getting
on.
creeped out while they were filming this? Did nobody ever question how fucking bizarre
Yeah,
this
this
scene
is
was?
fucked up. Even I was,
Excuse me,
when I looked
assistant
at this scene when I
director?
was a kid, I thought it was fucked up.
Kirsten Dunst.
I just want to clarify, in this family film about toys coming to life, I'm to be tied up, a sock stuffed in my mouth, taunted in the dark, and covered by naked, evil, deformed Barbies?
Sounds like a dream come true.
Is that common in kids' films nowadays?
Look, just do as the director says before his other eye starts twitching. Okay, ready to start rolling, Mr. Dante?
Really?
They send a ransom video to Alan and threaten to kill her off if they don't hand over the Gorgonites. But Alan has a plan to, in keeping with the theme of the movie, rip off Toy Story to get inside.
To plagiarize and beyond.
To plagiarize. Yeah, it is pretty much of a rip-off. It is cheesy.
That's okay. I'm just prepping for the Sam Raimi movies. I get the feeling I'm gonna be in this predicament a lot.
Will you take me to the prom?
Oh, that is creepy.
Bad boy. And now, you must be punished.
Oh, damn. That is fucking creepy.
That you know.
Yeah, fetish, yeah.
I broke a nail. I've always hated these things.
Why the hell do you collect them?
Yeah.
You rescued me.
Doesn't make sense. Of course, kiss him.
Anytime.
Didn't you have a boyfriend?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he ran away
fuck
after
him.
being set on fire. What a wimp!
I'll get the bike.
She's having too much fun.
You're kidnapped, then you're saving. You're afraid, then you're laughing. You have a girly room with a peace poster, but a solid black Led Zeppelin poster right next to it. Can you just pick an identity?
Yeah.
Like Alan, who got kicked out of 2 schools and yet does absolutely nothing that would cause trouble. Be like him! So they have a great big chase, they finally outsmart them, and the commandos blow up in a fiery explosion.
Yes, totally awesome.
Finally bringing this plastic mess to a close.
They're toast.
And that was Small Soldiers. Now let me tell you, it's got some big problems. Well, it was bad. I do have to give it credit that it was at least a short movie. Wait, why aren't the clips I obviously stole from the trailer playing? Wait a minute. The Chip character somehow still survived and he's building another army?
Yep.
How much longer is this movie?
Pretty long.
30 minutes? We have 30 minutes left to go? What else do you have to do? Show Frodo going to the Grey Havens?
It's quite a lot that goes on.
Apparently, the kids have to explain to their parents how, of course, the toys were alive. One of those parents played by Phil Hartman.
Don't worry, honey. We'll get you the best deprogrammer money can buy.
You may remember me from such family bit parts as Kiki's Delivery Service, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and the eternal classic
Hi, I'm
Jingle
Joy
All the
McClaw.
Way.
He says that toy is alive just because it can move a little? What's next? The blue fairy drops by with a talking cricket?
Oh, great. Now they're stealing from AI. They finally see that the dolls are alive and even get a visit from the toy makers. But Chip gets a whole truckload of other soldiers, and apparently not even one of them being another Chip doll, because, you know, that'd be funny. And they attack the house.
Drag 'em all! Great balls of fire!
Very close. You gotta admit, the imagination with this.
You know what's funny? For all the action, drama, and suspense that's supposed to be going on here, all I can think about is how much I really want a rodeo burger. I mean, it was amazing. It was onion rings, it was barbecue sauce, it was cheese. I heard they put it back on the menu. Seriously, check it out.
It was flame broiled and delicious.
Chips are not shielded against an electromagnetic pulse. A nuclear blast would wipe them out.
They figure out an idea about jamming the electric transformer magnetic science team
science
and decide
bullshit.
to put it into motion. And if you had any doubt that this movie was tired and has no new ideas whatsoever, listen to these lines. Literally, every single one of them is a cliche. It's kind of amazing.
You're not going out there.
You're not going in.
There's no time.
It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
There's no other way.
There is
Very,
no other way.
there is very
You have to
cliche.
trust me. You have to trust me.
Wait, we have some more lines to cut and paste. Are you mad? It looks like this is it. Random Dennis Leary rant.
Okay, orange juice pulp, that stupid British band name Pulp.
So Archer goes into the danger zone. You were all waiting for it. I caved in. And gives Alan time to activate the sciencey thingy.
You stupid toy.
That's your badass finishing line, huh? You stupid
You
toy.
stupid toy.
There was
Why not
no
Fry
other
or...
scorchers you could have thought up at that moment?
How about
I
Bust
don't
a
like
Move?
You, or you stupid, or...
Time to Fry or Time's
So
Out.
Alan's about to get axed, but Christy
Something.
comes in to save the day.
Is this gonna be a pattern for our relationship?
Relationship?
Yeah, well, 2 kisses would throw me off too. The next morning, Leary comes in to patch things up, and the Gorgonites manage to get away without anybody noticing.
Ah, yes.
Are
Sail
you
on
sure
the
you guys
ship.
want to do this?
Yes, Alan.
You know, you might not find Gorgon. It may not even...
Alan, even if you can't see something, it doesn't mean it isn't there.
We must sail to Toy
bit like the wind.
Valhalla,
Just 'cause
where
you
we
can't
will
see
hunt
the
mighty
wind doesn't mean it's
squirrel
not there.
along the banks of the Great Creek. And what's the finishing line this movie goes out on?
I hope we don't hit an
I don't know.
iceberg.
We stole one from every other popular movie in existence. Let's just steal from Titanic.
I hope we don't hit an iceberg.
Hey, I remember that from so long ago.
You went out on a high note.
Oh god, I love that
Or with an
quote.
incredibly dated and lame note. Either way, it's not very good. It's not the worst or anything. It
It's not the
just
worst.
seems
It's-
like it's a little
So lots of
confused.
really rip-off,
Does it want to be a
confused.
kid's film with an edge or
But
an
it's
adult
pretty
film
good,
with a
decent.
childlike innocence? We don't know, and I don't think the film does either. Nothing really stands out about it because it's clear what it's trying to be like. Toy Story, Gremlins, every other status quo
It
kids
is
film at the
creepy as
time.
fuck and I love
And
it.
because of this, it's just kind of boring and standard. Except for a few choice scenes. Jesus! Bottom line, it's probably not best to take something marketed as innocent and cute and make it torturous and scary. And you can bet there's nobody that's gonna put me through a similar experience like this ever again. I'm the nostalgia critic, guy, remember it? So you don't have to.
Okay.
Nothing like resting after a review that's clearly over with no ironic twist concerning the comments that I made at the very end.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh dear God. Princess Diaries 2. Shit.
Nothing like it at all.
Dear God, no. Princess Diaries. Ooh. I gotta say, I do enjoy this movie. I would watch it again.
You've been a bad boy.
You've been a bad boy, alright. Okay, let's hopefully let's end this. Alright, there we go, it's ended. That was Small Soldiers. Yeah, I like the movie, you know, even though I'm pretty sure it should be on Netflix or Amazon Prime. I'm pretty sure it should be free. Yeah, I would happily watch this again. You know what? I'll be fine with watching this again. You know, you might not like it, obviously. But for me, I kind of I can sort of blur out the badness off of it. And that's what I can do with most of these bad movies. Sometimes you can just blur out the badness. You know, sometimes things just doesn't have to make sense. You know, sometimes 1 add 1 equals 3. That's life. And, you know, movies doesn't always have to make sense to be good. As long as it's action-packed explosions, it's got the Michael Bay explosions, you know, it should be good. And then, you know, that's not always true, because Michael Bay's movies are absolutely god-awful, and there's always explosions, doesn't make it good. I don't know, it's different. Every movie's different. Every movie has got its quirks, every movie's got its pros and cons, pros and cons, and everything like that. So it just comes down to what you prefer and enjoy. But I say Small Soldiers, yeah, I'd give it a watch again. You know, I have no guilt in saying that. You know, it's still a decent movie, somewhat. I still watch it. It's watchable. As for Princess Diaries, as that. Oh Jesus Christ! And my girlfriend watches that crap. Yeah, definitely not. It's not good. But yeah, Small Soldiers. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I would watch this again. No problem watching that again. You know, there's other worse movies out there, but Small Soldiers, yeah, I'll give that a try. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.